Hey, this is a quick demo on how to create users for your Community Cloud instance in Salesforce. So if you've come from a background that doesn't include portals or Community Cloud, it's a little bit different than what you're used to in terms of going to the setup menu and just picking users and creating them from there. That should work for the employee community licenses, but for customer community licenses, it is a different manner. And what you need to do there is actually create a contact first, and through the contact page, you'll be able to provision a user. So what I'll do here is I'll just pick one of the accounts I created, and we will create a new contact. Don't have to fill too much out there. And then you'll see this Manage External User button. And so below that, we'll be able to enable the customer user, and then that takes us to the user page. So what it's basically doing is the user behind the scenes has a contact associated with it, so the contact has to be created first, and once we provision the user, you'll see that there is that link. Oops. Over here, you'll see all these licenses. So these won't show up if you just go to users and click, set up users, create. You won't see these customer community ones. One thing to note, there's customer community and customer community plus. The customer community are the high volume ones, so those don't have roles associated with them, whereas plus do. So there's obviously a difference in price and functionality, but if you choose non-plus, you cannot migrate to plus just by configurations. The current solution to that is actually recreate all of your users, migrate all of the data, so it's chatter, record ownerships, lookups, all that stuff, from the old user to the new one, and then turn off the old user. So it's pretty invasive. So if you're on the fence, I would suggest kind of going towards plus to start with. But for here, I'm going to choose plus here. I've got a couple of profiles. And profiles are actually what dictate and permission sets if you have access to the community. So were I to pick this particular first profile, I don't have it associated with a community, whereas I do with the second one. So for demo purposes, I'm just going to pick that one. Turn off the email here so I don't get pinged by that. And then the user should be created. There we go, unique nickname. So you can see over here on this user detail, there is this contact link. So that's what's linking between the contact and the user. Switch back over here to the contact. Now manage external user, there's going to be some additional options. So view customer user takes you to the user page that we were just on. You could turn off the user. Basically, this takes away access, kind of shuts down the user. Be careful with this one because I don't think you can reactivate users, so it's a little bit finicky. And then there's this ability to log into the customer as the user, which is pretty cool. So this only exists if through permission set or profile they have access to a community. But in this case they do, so I can come in here and I can check out this community as the user that I created for a Dreamforce session. So it's pretty cool stuff. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I know it's a little bit tricky, and Community Cloud has a lot of strange nuances to it, but once you're familiar with them, it's pretty simple. All right, thank you.